The title is Hate Unites More Quickly Than Love. We have heard that love is more powerful than hate in uniting people. But social research and historical accounts show that this is more myth than a reality. Unfortunately, the opposite seems to be true. In a civilized society, we want to believe that love attracts more quickly than hate, but it seems clear that hate unites people more quickly than love, and especially those with little or no psychological knowledge. To hate is easier than to love, since hate is very primitive emotion and needs less effort, while love requires higher cognition and more effort. That is the reason Jesus kept repeating, love one another, love your enemies, and pray for them. Hitler understood how hate could be employed to gain political power and the support of people. Born in Austria, he was able to emerge as the most notorious leader of the Nazi Party and the Chancellor of Germany. Under the churlish notion of fake patriotism, he used hate to convince his followers to stage the Holocaust, a genocide of over 6 million Jews and millions of other victims. Putin's special military operation in Ukraine is another example of how hate is at play against innocent people. Digging deep into how swiftly he rose to power from being a Secret Service agent to an influential politician, it is clear that he managed to convince his loyalists to believe in his false patriotism, through which he tries to justify his hate against imaginative and non-existent enemies. In the USA, Trump used a similar hate technique with anti-Muslim and pro-white nationalism comments. In India, where the so-called vigilante Hindu groups have attempted to attack those who eat beef, Modi tries to do the same, constantly setting Christians and Muslims against each other and the beef-eating ordinary majority Hindus. In this way, he hopes to retain his vote bank. These leaders can only survive through this hate technique. They provide their followers with black and white binary thinking, which breeds the primitive emotion hate. People like Hitler, Putin, Trump, and Modi have a similar style of functioning. They use hate rhetoric to project themselves as patriotic saviors and pretend to be ready to embrace martyrdom for their nation. This is solely to tighten their grip on power and authority. They keep their loyalists constantly under the intoxication of fake patriotism against the imaginative enemy with a false threat. This way, they justify violence against innocent people. The problem with this populist notion is that it is eventually proved wrong and false. Hitler, Putin, Trump, and Modi are the best examples of this. We saw the same with the Pharisees, chief priests, elders, and scribes, who managed to convince themselves and the majority of that time that Jesus was wrong. But history has proved that these hate lovers were not only wrong but were also bad. They were convincing liars with ruthless intent and a malicious character. Let our prayer be, grant us, Lord, the courage to move away from hate, serenity to move closer to love, and the wisdom to know the difference.